Hi.
Hope you don't mind that I called.
Kimberly, I never mind when people do exactly as I say. How bad is it?
What?
Your headache. It is a headache, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not terrible or anything. It's right here. Right here. I'm not being very helpful.
Hey, never mind. That's my job. Probably just a normal reaction to the concussion. Plus the excitement of coming home, huh?
Especially to this home.
Yeah.
With my mother and everything. I had my first day as a daughter today.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
Terrific. Mother just doesn't realize.
What?
How great she is. I mean, she knows she's a terrific businesswoman. I bet all your patients love you.
Anything but.
I mean it.
Yeah, so do I.
You have a way about you. Make people feel safe. Like no matter what goes wrong, everything's gonna be all right.
Uh-huh.
I bet you hear that a lot.
Nope. But I like hearing it from you.
Mother says so, too. She says you're the most talented, intelligent doctor at Riverside, and that she has absolute confidence in you and your work.
Really? Where's Ray, anyway?
Out, but she'll be back any second.
The maid here?
Audrey went home a little while ago, but I'm fine by myself.
Hey.
I love it, in fact.
Now, I told you, you are not supposed to be alone.
Dr. Bullock, if you tell that to my mother, she'll die. She went to a big business meeting, and she was terrified to leave me here. I practically had to push her out the door before she called me a babysitter. She doesn't know about the headache, and I just hope she doesn't panic when she sees you here. Please play it down and don't tell her she was wrong to go out. She's insecure enough as it is.
Okay. I promise I won't say a word.
Good. Because I know how she feels about your opinion.
Oh?
She respects it a lot. So what do you think?
Well, I think that you and Ray are very fortunate to have each other. That's what I think.
Thank you. But I meant my headache. How, did you see anything?
Well, get 10 hours sleep tonight. Don't use your eyes for any close reading. No reading at all.
Right. I've been really good about that. No reading. I want to be good for my mother. She's been through a lot. She told me a little bit about calling off her wedding. You know, all she's done is work on Woodard Publications day and night ever since. She says she loves keeping busy, but I know how she feels. She's lonely.
Of course.
She needs to get out and have some fun with somebody.
Which is exactly how you'll help her.
Some, sure. But you said you're alone. Don't you find that going out for dinner or to see a play or dancing with a really nice woman, don't you find that cheers you up? Just talking and having a good time, like that?
You mean, sort of like a date?
Right.
Yeah. Well, if and when I ever do, I'm sure that it'll cheer me up immeasurably.
If and when? You sound just like my mother. Kimberly? Hi. Come and see my surprise.
Hi. Don't panic. Kimberly's fine.
That's good. Hello, Seneca. Dr. Bolak is your surprise? How delightful. Hello?
Hi. I know you can't talk, so just listen. I just wanted to tell you how wonderful this afternoon was. And you, my beauty.
Dan,
Are the
Roger's not
loveliest thing-
here.
Oh, well, that's wonderful.
No, it's not, because I don't know if he's at the hospital or what, and I just keep imagining things.
Well, at least you were spared the difficult homecoming. You've had time to settle in.
Yeah, I got dinner started, I cleaned up, but I feel worse every second.
Oh, my poor darling. I wish I were there to hold you.
Thank you. Oh, I'm just being silly, I guess. I'm probably just tired.
I don't doubt it. Delia, I have not stopped thinking about you since you left.
Well, I haven't stopped thinking about Roger.
I'll bet I crossed your mind at least once.
Well, of course you did. I don't just go out and be unfaithful and forget about it.
Tell me what you've been remembering.
That I was unfaithful. And that I've never lied to Roger before, and I'm scared what's gonna happen when he comes in here. Dan.
Well, listen, why not look at the bright side? You thought he'd be there waiting for you when you got home and that you're gonna have to put on a big performance for him. This way, he can come home to his nice home-cooked meal and his maid service, and you can ask him where he's been.
Yeah, and then we'll have a whole evening of lying to each other. And then going to bed and lying to each other, and then waking up in the morning and lying to each other some more. I can't stand it.
Oh, come on now, Delia. I know it hurts, but... Well, sometimes you just have to lie. I mean, that's what happens in a crisis like this. The old rules don't work.
But why is it so easy for him and so miserable for me?
Practice?
What?
Well, you said he was the one who started the lying. Now, I don't know when or about what, but you did say he started it.
It's about emergency back surgery at the Cafe Budapest. I don't know when he started it either. Well, maybe he's about to stop.
I don't quite follow this.
Well, I don't have to play it his way. If it hurts me to lie, then I can tell the truth, and then maybe he'll be honest, too.
Delia, now, believe me, confession is no solution. It may give you a moment's relief, but you're going to regret it for the rest of your life.
A moment's relief sounds pretty good to me.
But, darling, I can give you relief for days and days. I want to give you affection and comfort and also a brand new start in commodities, a $50,000 start. Now, please, be good to yourself and let me see you through this thing. When you're happier, the marriage will be happier, and things will start falling back into place. Just give it some time.
He's here. I have to go.
All right, but please, don't do anything rash.
I'll talk it over with my husband, and then I'll let you know, okay? Thank you. Bye. Hi. It was somebody about storm windows.
We have storm windows. This is, very nice.
Oh, I didn't do that much. You weren't at the hospital, were you?
What's that, wonderful smell? Something in red wine?
Hamburger. Were you at the hospital just now?
Of course, Dee. Where else would I be? I don't suppose. What on earth have you been up to today?
Well, I'd like to tell you about that. I really would.
Thank heaven for doctors like you.
See?
What, darling?
I was just telling him how great you think he is.
She went a bit overboard, but I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, well, believe it. Whatever she said.
Talented, intelligent.
And very conscientious to boot. Thank you so much for dropping in to see her.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And don't forget, good night's sleep and no TV.
I was thinking of going to bed right now.
Not until you've had something to eat.
Yes, Mother. See?
What?
Oh, she was just telling me how great she thinks you are.
The way you look after me and everything.
Oh, yes, everything. Like leaving you all alone on your first afternoon here and going off to a board meeting.
Now, Ray, don't worry about that. She was fine on her own.
Hearing that from you does make my conscience feel a little better.
Now, I doubt very much whether this particular young lady is going to need much supervision.
Listen, how about if I have a snack in my room? I am sort of tired, and you can keep each other company in the dining room, right?
No. Kimberly, I'm on my way out the door.
And I certainly don't need any company for dinner. Now, why don't you go off to bed and I'll bring you a tray?
Do you really have to leave?
Yeah, I really do, but I'll see you again. I'll be back.
Soon?
Yep. And if not, you come see me. She's a delightful kid.
Yeah, a real streak of mischief, I'm beginning to think.
Well, it's part of what makes her so interesting. And listen, relax about the concussion, huh? She'll be fine tomorrow.
Really? Thank you.
Good
Thanks a
night.
lot. Good night.
So long.
Bye. And thank you for everything. Isn't he adorable?
Oh, yes, sort of, sometimes. Would you like to tell me what's going on?
Nothing.
Why did you want Seneca to stay?
Because he's so nice. He's Mr. Perfect Father, you know?
Ah.
And as far as you're concerned, he's Mr. Perfect Date, isn't he?
No. Seneca and I do not have that kind of friendship.
Sorry. From the way he was talking, I kind of thought you might. One way or another, he said you were beautiful or clever or charming about every 30 seconds.
He just dropped it into the conversation.
Yeah. And he never mentioned his wife. I think he likes being separated.
Kimberly, I think there's something you ought to know. Seneca's wife is the lady who is now involved with Frank Ryan.
She's the one?
Jillian Coleridge Bolak.
Oh, Mother.
Oh, now, come on. Don't be so tragic about it. Seneca and I have survived it very nicely. And I'm just telling you about it so that you won't embarrass yourself by making some innocent statement that turns out to be totally loaded.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure I haven't said anything awful yet.
No, you haven't. He thinks you are absolutely delightful. That's a direct quote. So, light supper tonight, and then we plan something special for tomorrow, okay?
Like going out to dinner?
Well, we'll see. How are you feeling?
I'll be okay. Let's, please. Oh, I only brought one dress, and it's really stupid.
You know, I think if you're well enough to go out tomorrow, you probably would be well enough to shop for a dress for yourself.
I love you. And you have to wear that black low-cut dress like in the magazine picture. And we need a man in a tuxedo. Let's invite Dr. Bolak. I bet he has a tux.
What?
Let's invite Dr. Bolak. Let's call him right now.
Kimberly, I doubt that he's even home yet.
But you will ask him.
All right, if it'll make you that happy.
It does.
Is the coast clear?
Oh! Where did you come from?
Brooklyn? Where's your father?
Out. You said you wouldn't get here till after dinner.
You called at noon. The schedule has changed since then.
Well, you called at 2 and said not until 8.
So I'll go wait in the car for a couple hours.
Oh, no, you'll do no such thing.
Well, you come too. We'll neck.
Joe,
Well, we're engaged, aren't we?
we can't neck in public. Somebody might see. Let's go to my room.
That is not the way to your father's heart. Come on. I'm early because, well, I couldn't stay away any longer.
I figured.
I love you.
I love you.
Well, marry me.
Okay.
When?
Well, I've been thinking about it. How about April? That's nice. Spring, you know, give us about 6 months.
Are you serious?
No. January's about as long as I can wait. Don't you think 3 months is enough time?
Siobhan, I can wait maybe 3 weeks. What do we need time for?
Plans, invitations. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What's your hurry?
Well, the decision's made. I want to act on it. I'm like that.
Well, so am I, basically. But 3 weeks hardly gives me enough time to, buy a dress and rent a church.
Well, wear what you've got on. We'll go see the priest right now.
Oh, no, come on.
What? I know it's not the standard way, but we're not the standard types. Waiting's no good for us.
My parents,
You mean your father? And I'd say 3 months of anxiety is not exactly what he needs right now. I mean, the sooner we go ahead, the sooner we'll have to start living in reality. Oh, speaking of Johnny, my uncle's had a great idea.
Oh?
Yeah, he figures that there's not much he can say to reassure your dad, so maybe he can show him. So he's gonna throw us an engagement party at the harbor side with food and wine and family. Why do you look so scared?
Oh. Oh, I think that's a wonderful idea. Oh, I love it. Oh, I can't promise anything about my father, though. Lord knows even what he'll say. I don't know if he'll even be there.
For you?
Yeah, I guess he'll be there for me.
All right, well, just leave the rest up to Tizo. I mean, he knows about stubborn men, and he throws fantastic parties. So don't worry, just get ready, make up your list. Invite all the relatives you want, hundreds.
No, for there to be hundreds, I would have to invite the cousins in Ireland.
Should we? They come for the party, stay for the wedding. Be simple to put them up for a couple of weeks.
No! Stop it! You're going crazy. We both are.
Then you'll marry me fast?
Yes! I'll have a great time at the party. I'll make you a list of all my relatives. And I'll leave Daddy to Tizo. He's an angel. Tell him he's a saint.
He'd enjoy that. Oh, by the way, he asks one favor in return.
Anything.
Would you mind inviting Delia? Well, he met her over here the other day, and he liked her.
Of course, I'll invite Dee.
Okay.
Hey, I'm thinking of putting her in the wedding, too. That'll really frazzle my sister. But what the heck? She's got a lot of strong points. And I'm glad that Tizo sees eye to eye with me about her.
So Bob dropped by, and then you went to your broker's, and what happened then?
Do you want me to go into that?
Certainly.
All right. What happened with my broker is, well, it's complicated. I don't think you want to hear this, though. You didn't this morning or the day before or the day before that.
To tell you the truth, Dee, the subject makes me uneasy. You know that.
Yeah?
It's with the combination of the commodities or the Ryans and all the disorder around here, we always end up fighting. Maybe we can avoid that tonight.
Well, we can avoid the commodities and the Ryans.
You've made everything so neat. Delia, I didn't realize how sick and tired I am of fighting with you.
Well, I didn't say we could avoid a fight. I'd like a drink too, please, and then I want to ask you a question.
No problem. To the possibility of a pleasant evening. Your question.
Have you ever been unfaithful to me?
No, Dee. Why do you,
Wait. If you had been, would you, tell me? I mean, would you be honest with me just asking you like this?
I would, absolutely. Why are you asking?
Because of the way you went out last night and stayed out.
The circumstances were unpleasant. You were crying, I was angry, et cetera, but I was at the hospital performing.
I know. Emergency surgery, you said.
I did explain at some length this morning. Will you tell me what this is about?
Just honesty. That we promised that to each other, and I wasn't sure about you last night, but I'm sure now. I'll get it.
Miss Delia Coolidge?
Yes.
Sign here, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
goodness. Roger. Oh.
They're beautiful, Dee. I wish I'd sent them.
So do I.
Who'd they come from?
My broker. There's no card, but I know this is the florist in his building.
I gather business is looking up then. All kinds of good signs tonight. Dinner's cooking, the place is neat, there's ice in the ice bucket, flowers.
I better put these in some water.
And I'll get you a refill.
A new original reality series on SoapNet. Mom and Dad are moving in for a financial intervention. It's a matter of life or debt. Bank of Mom and Dad. Moving in Wednesday, September 30th at 10. Only on SoapNet.